Hello and welcome back to our video series where Niall and I sit down to discuss different topics around cloud, high performance computing and YellowDog. Today we'll be talking about workload management. So Niall, do you want to start us off by giving us an introduction into workload management?
Sure, Beth. So workload management, it's all about really executing a series of jobs or work onto a set of servers. So any workload management tool should, of course, have the ability to do that, but also to have the ability to resubmit any work in case of anything like a failure, and also should have the ability to really launch work in selected sequences. So whether that might be dependencies based on work that's already been completed or anything like that, it should have the ability to do that. Some of these grids that will be launched have thousands of nodes. So it's really important to have a central console for the management of the various work streams. You might be executing multiple workloads simultaneously. And also, you need to look at the monitoring of the actual execution itself. The execution, as I'm just talking about right now, is on servers, which really kind of break down into two things. I think what you get is a compute farm type of operation where there's a loose confederation of machines that are available for workload execution, or also HPC clusters, high performance compute clusters, where you're really looking to combine compute across multiple machines.
Okay, perfect. And when you talk about servers, where are these servers located normally?
So you get servers that might be on premise. You might get servers that are in private data centers. And of course, you get servers that are in the public cloud. So to give you an idea of the workload management tools out there and where they work on these servers, just to give you a selection, you have Sun Grid Engine, which also was forked by a company called Univa. You have IBM LSF and IBM Spectrum Symphony. You have TIBCO's Data Synapse. You also have workload management solutions that are come from the cloud providers themselves, for example, AWS Batch and Azure Cycle Cloud. And you also have some open source workload management solutions out there. In particular, Slurm is very, very popular. And these are all great workload management solutions, and some of them are more attuned to working on premise, and some are more attuned to working in the cloud.
Okay, so clearly there are lots of options out there in the market. What is it specifically about YellowDog's workload management tool that is different?
So YellowDog's Workload Manager has been built, is cloud native. It's built to work in the cloud. And one of the key things when working in the cloud is the environment is completely different from on-premise. So for example, on-premise, your machines tend to be up and running. You have a very stable network. And the grid is available to you when you start. The grid is, or the servers are generally always up and running. Whereas in the cloud, you're looking at you have a different atmosphere, different capabilities. And especially if you use things like spot or preemptible machine types, there's a possibility you might not get them, or they might be taken away when you're in the middle of workload execution. So one of the things the YellowDog Workload Manager does is assume failure and actually handles that automatically by resubmitting jobs, and also to actually ask for more compute when it's required. The other thing that the YellowDog Workload Manager does is work across multiple machine types and actually also multiple regions. So you can have, for example, workload being executed in servers, let's say in the UK or in France and Germany, and that will be shown as a single cluster to the YellowDog Workload Manager. The other thing you can do, if you're that way inclined, is actually also to combine the resources from three different cloud providers. And again, as per the regions, is to show that as one cluster to the YellowDog scheduler. The other thing we do differently is the YellowDog Workload Manager, the workers that are part of that, they actually contact the scheduler for work rather than the other way around. So we would call that a pull model. So when the actual workload workers come up, they contact the scheduler saying, hey, look, I'm here, I'm available for work. And the scheduler will then push work to it accordingly.
Okay, brilliant. So thank you for that brief introduction into workload management. I hope everyone found this interesting. If you'd like to go and see some of our other videos, please visit our website, and we also have them listed on our social media channels. Again, if you have any questions or you'd like to get in contact with us, please feel free to. We'd love to hear from you. So yeah, thanks for joining me, Niall.
Thank you, Beth.